It's week 3 of the NFL, and we'll see Brian Asamoah. He's coming off an excellent 12-tackle game last week. It's the Wizards and the Cowboys under the lights on Thursday night.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Tonight, we kick off week 3 with a great Thursday night matchup, as it'll be the Wizards of Vancouver taking on the Dallas Cowboys. Hello again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gautin, joined as always by Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Cowboy team entering play. It's been a great start to the season, back-to-back wins to begin the campaign.
Yeah, you don't want to get too excited. There's still a lot of season to go, but they've come out playing good fundamental football, and that might carry them a long way.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Vancouver club, they come in at an early crossroads here, facing a tough opponent on the road where a loss would make them 0-3.
And when you start that way, doubts really start to creep into a locker room, and guys start to battle each other instead of worrying about winning games.
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are, as we are off and running on EA Sports. This fielded right at the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. So out comes the offense now with a long field ahead of them. And a look here at their signal caller, the fifth-year quarterback.
And frankly, this is the type of game that a great quarterback relishes, because 0-2 on the road, everything's against him and his team. No one can expect them to win. Sometimes you band together real tight in that situation, and if he plays really well, they've got a chance to get that done.
They'll begin on the ground here with Abanikanda, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Takes us across the 15 to the 17. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left. Well, this defense for the Cowboys very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you...
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted.
Part of why they came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this, and now it's a prime opportunity, just moments in the game, to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
So here come the Cowboys onto the field with excellent position to get things started. And they'll be led out by their 7th-year quarterback.
And he's had good success here already this season throwing the football. 6 touchdown passes in his 2 games. He's really got this offense playing with a lot of confidence, trying to establish themselves early as a Super Bowl contender.
From the gun, it's Walker. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 7, it's 2nd and 5. Stroud looking to change the play. Now they'll change things up. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he's going to go backward. They get him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Touchdown, Cowboys! A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Cowboys take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Big fourth down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on fourth down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. This taken in at the goal line. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
Come on.
Now a play fake here on first down. And his throw is incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. You look at this Cowboy defense. They were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try to run it like crazy? Or do you challenge
there and give them a first down?
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays.
And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown! A great play there. 45 yards. And the Wizards are an extra point away from drawing level. Well, they went play action there and set it up nicely for him. I mean, he can flat fly, and they hit him downfield.
And it doesn't take much to create that extra bit of space that a guy of his speed needs. If you go play action, all you want is just a moment where the guys covering take their attention somewhere else, and then he's by him. And once he's by him, there's no catching him. As they always like to say, if a receiver's even to a defensive back, that means he's leaving.
Unless that DB is Charles Davis, right?
In that case, he left me a long time ago.
Come on now.
Trust me.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43. The Cowboys at 2-0 here to begin the season, and they come in feeling pretty good after back to...
I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. Give him 18 on that one, and It's a Dallas first down.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion.
Let's go now.
No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
New York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. Well, the Vancouver offense ready for their next drive. And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is because you don't get time to work on the issues that you've had throughout the season that caused you to have the record that you're having. You can't really get those set. So now you're trying to minimize those and maximize what you've been doing well. And I remember a game recently where one of the assistant coaches said to the head coach, forget our running back rotation. This guy has a hot hand, and they rode him to a victory. Those are things you have to look out for in games like this.
Unlock line. Hey, hey. Ready.
On second down, it's Abanikanda. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22. You look at this Cowboy defense. They were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call them. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance. They exceeded that number in a big way.
That's caught. This is Abanikanda. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A third down gain of 19.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll be second in a couple.
At their 49-yard line.
Looking to throw. Devine throwing the out route incomplete. It's Barnes. He's already topped his receiving output from a week ago, and we're just in the first quarter as that's a first down. On the handoff, Abanikanda. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Barnes. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Ready.
Back to throw. Devine. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Looking to throw. Divine. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's batting down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think about trying to dial up that third and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays, fire another one into the end zone.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
That's quite a stand there defensively. A huge sack on 3rd down, and that's going to force him into a field goal attempt.
Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. This from 36 yards out. The kick by Elliott is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great. Because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
The 2nd down throw now from Stroud. Eluding the pressure right. Going right side here, and that's complete. That'll give him 8 that time, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy 1st down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
Ready.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? And the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
On 2nd down now, it's Flowers. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On the bootleg, Stroud sliding out of the pocket. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Cup 19, Cup 19.
4th down, here's Stroud. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jamar Chase, 34 yards. And the Cowboys' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball? Or are we cool to do it here in football, partner?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary, or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance they stop passing now the way that it's going. I think they'll continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. And the Vancouver offense ready for their next drive. Winless to start the year at 0-2, and now they get the Thursday night game here in Week 3. So, I don't know, does the fact that they're back out so quickly, Charles, help or hurt their cause?
Oh, I say unequivocally help, because you always want a Thursday game earlier in the schedule rather than later, just because the grind of the season hasn't really set in yet. But also, if they can get a win here, they get a mini open week, recharge a little bit, and carry some fresh momentum into the rest of the season. And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
The throw over the middle, taken in. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be second down.
Second and 6 at the 36-yard line.
Back to throw. Divine. He finds his man. Complete. That's Jacobs. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
On 3rd down. Waddle. And the ball is knocked out. Oh, it looks like one of the DBs has it. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. All fumbles are costly, but that one really hurts because he had the first down.
Yeah, that's all he needed, right? But the problem is we coach these guys to try and get more, but that doesn't count if you don't bring the ball with you, does it?
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Following the fumble recovery, Stroud. He finds Watson. It's gone. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Stroud. And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
A 64-yard attempt.
York able to send this one through. And the lead grows to 14 at 24-10. For almost 8 years, 64 stood as the NFL record for the longest field goal. That has since been eclipsed. It's now 66, but still 64-yarder. Pretty impressive, CD.
Absolutely agree with that, because if you drill a 60-yarder in an NFL game, you've got a lot to be proud of, record or no record. And only a handful of guys can even attempt it. Excellent job there, putting that one through the pipes.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
They haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Devine. They'll set up the screen with Vancouver. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 3rd down. Here's Vancouver. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Take it at the 37. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Dallas offense set for this next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get him 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah.